How's it going, guys? My name is Rich AK with AK Growth, a production house focused on intent-driven marketing. And today, I want to talk to you guys about the competitive high road. What do you do when you're in an industry, you're doing your thing, you're having great success, and all of a sudden a competitor starts picking and prodding, starts trying to rip you apart, starts trying to say things that really aren't true? How do you deal with something like that? And how do you deal with it from a branding perspective so that you can keep growing versus retract? This is what we're going to get into today. This stuff can take hours to discuss and go over in detail because every situation is so fine-tuned, but we're going to keep it broad, we're going to keep it generalized, and I'm going to give you the basics idea of the psychology behind how you may want to approach it for your business. So let's get into it. If you or your business has ever been in this kind of situation, you know how uncomfortable it can feel. It's a level of pressure that you didn't expect or anticipate or need in the first place. But it happens because, this is a business landscape and there are sharks out there who will try to take you over. That's just the name of the game. So what do you do in that kind of scenario? Well, before we focus on what they're doing, let's focus on our true intentions first, because from here we can really figure out what our strategy is going to be. So if a competitor is talking trash about us, where are our intentions? Are our intentions pure? Are our intentions honest? Do our consumers have the transparency about us that they need in order to make the right decision? This is important because if you're actually doing something pretty shady, you might need to have a different strategy than someone who's being completely honest. And that's just the cold, hard truth of it. If that competitor is talking trash about you and you're not doing anything wrong, well, then you're in a much better position to actually play the game right. So let's assume that you're doing everything good, that you're doing everything by the books, and this guy just wants the attention from you. What do? To me, the answer in a generalized sense is actually pretty simple. If you're doing everything right and this guy just wants the attention, well, you should actually double down, triple down on what you're doing and start overproducing what you're already producing. Whatever that person or that company is jabbing at you about, do more of it. Triple it. Whatever you have to do, and do not pay them any actual attention back, because the moment you recognize them and the moment you give them the validation that they said something, that's when you start getting in trouble. So do not validate them. Let them talk, let them do their own thing. You need to stay in your own lane and have your tunnel vision, have those blinders on, because they are going to keep talking about you because they're not comfortable with whatever it is that you're doing. They're your competitor and they see that you're doing good. They see that you're being successful. Good. Let them see that and let them keep talking and let them talk trash, because your intentions lay in a very different place. You're being honest with your customers, you're being transparent with your customers. And if you're building a real community of people, you need to interact with that community every single day, not mentioning the trash that's trying to talk about you. So whatever it is that you're doing, double down on it, triple down on it, and stay rigid, stay in that process, because the hardest part of this whole simple strategy is the distraction that they're going to cause you. At the end of the day, you can release some kind of press release that discusses the situation, but your customers are still going to decide based on their own intuition. So you can say whatever you want, but you would just be feeding that other company attention. Let them feed you the attention. Let them talk about you. You keep doing what you have to do, and you're gonna let those customers and those prospects decide for themselves, because you are not interacting with that company. You are interacting with your customers, you are interacting with your prospects. There's a direct communication between you and the people you serve, and there is no communication between you and that competitor who's talking trash. It's really that simple, but it's not simple, because the psychology of it is going to screw you over at some point. So you have to make sure that you're constantly being aligned and you're constantly considering and factoring in that those people are here to distract you, and you responding to them, you giving them any kind of validation is only going to hurt you at the end of the day. I hope this video helps you out. I like making these types of videos because this is the kind of stuff that I've had to go through with businesses and companies. And this is just me thinking about, hey, there's other people out there who need this kind of help, who need this kind of understanding on things. And I'm only just one person giving you guys my opinion and my views on things. So I really hope it helps you out. Let me know what you think. My name is Rich AK and I work at AK Growth. I focus on intent-driven marketing, so everything that I do has a purpose behind it, has a why behind it. We consider your budgets, we consider your strategies, and we see what we can do best for your business in order to make it grow. Hope you're having a great day. My name is Rich AK.